protect our show. Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. Good to have you all with us all over the world. And this is our Sunday night edition of Encounters. And I'm here to break and bust the matrix, always. Yeah, I show everybody, Marianne, everybody out there, Katie, Curdy Love, Telly, welcome, Mary Princess, everybody out there, wherever you are, Elvira, yeah, Gail, everybody, good to see you. And I actually have a new shirt. This shirt's going to blow you away. I can show it to you a little bit. Well, I can't really show it to you because of the screen. Well, yeah, I can. Check this out. Yeah, it's a really cosmic shirt here. You can't really see it completely. But I got the most cosmic shirt ever. I just got it today. And good to see everybody. Hello, Lola. Good to see you. So we're spacing out. Let's see if I can show it to you a little bit here. A little bit, maybe. Oh yeah, it's pretty amazing. Galactically speaking. Ozzy, welcome to the show. Everybody out there around the world, welcome. Another show that's out of this world encounters on most nights at 11 o'clock. A little bit late. I went on at 11:13 p.m. Johnny, the third kind. I was hanging out with my sister and Commander April for a while. And I got to see some beautiful pictures. And Marianne, good to see you all. Our show from last night, Ashtar Command show from last night, is on my YouTube channel. It should be downloaded almost, or completely downloaded. It will be downloaded, and you'll be able to watch it tonight or by tomorrow morning. And that is, hey, Days, good to see you. Calico, good to see you. Patricia, Mary, welcome. Yeah, April had a lot of good stuff tonight to show, and I got to see, good thing I was in there, I got to see my mother coming through the rift in a photo, and my father behind my mother, and the outlining of her, and she sent me the photo. I'll show it to you folks here, probably tomorrow night. Actually, yeah, tomorrow night. So yeah, hey Days, good to see you. Toothless 2, welcome, and Prince, welcome to our show. Aminia, good to see you. Many blessings. K Raxic, I think it is. Chris K. We are doing good. I got my new galactic shirt here. Let me see if I can actually show it to you. Now, I guess there's no way I can really do this. Let's see. Bring the camera down just a little bit here. Oops. Almost. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, here you go. Here's my you can kind of see it. You can't really see it. Let me see if I can just put the camera off for a minute. We're going to show you the Commander shirt. Here we go. I'm going to show it to you now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, just a little bit. See if I can show it to you at all. You're not getting the full view. Let me do this here to give it justice. There you go. That's the new shirt, t-shirt, cosmic shirt, galactic shirt. Hey Drew, good to see you. Yep, I just got that. I ordered that on Friday and got it Sunday. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm just adjusting the camera. All right. Good to see you, everybody coming in here. It's going to be a good show tonight. Just adjusting a few things. Thank you, Elvira. Galactically cool. Mike, good to see you. Good evening. Johnny, I am doing beautifully, man. I hope you're doing good. Hope your dad's doing good. Bonnie Ellis? Ah, Bonnie, we are here. We just got on a little bit late. We were hanging out with Sister April, Commander April, for a little bit. We're doing good, Arthur. Hope you're doing well as can be out that way on a Sunday night. Everybody out there. I want your money. Okay, I think we're going to have to take that person out. I don't know what that's all about. I want your money. It's going to be blocked. That's a weird comment to make. Commander, hope all is well. Blessings, frequency, good to see you. Jan R, good to see you. Blessings all over the place from the Encounter Show, broadcasting all over the planet. We had a great show last night, April and I, on Ashtar Command Night. And this coming Saturday night, we'll be doing another live on the Ashtar Command. And that'll be, thank you, Bonnie. We appreciate that compliment. We thank you so much for being here. Without you, I wouldn't be here, without everybody here. Thank you, Drew Grit. I appreciate that very much. You know, so as you're learning, this is where it's at. This show is where it's at. On our regular nights, thank you, Amina. We interview people that are contactees. We interview people that are contactees. People that have been abducted, people talking about Antarctica, people that talk about the inner Earth. We talk about all these things because they're real. The space cities in our oceans. We talk about everything in the subject. We don't just talk about UFO nuts and bolts things. That's easy to do. Thank you very much, Johnny. I appreciate that, brother. You know, I couldn't do it without you, you know. So to me, my audience is very important to me. I care about everybody, whether they're new people coming in here. I always acknowledge people in general. If I don't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't see you. Sharon, good to see you. Welcome to the show. But I do see everybody. So, yeah. And, you know, one of the things I've learned over the years being on radio, to be a good talk show host, you have to be able to encourage and include everybody. And we do that. Hey, Let's Whiz, good to see you. Welcome. User 408. Hey, Bob, good to see you. Lupita. Hey, Lupita. Maria Sanchez. Man, I'm getting tongue twisted here. Sammy. Good to see you, Sammy. I guess bad means good. Sammy Banbani. I think that's like a hip term saying bad show, man. That's really good. Hey, Starseed. Welcome, Linda. Izzy, welcome to the show. Good to see everybody here. We have like 432 people watching the show right now. Welcome all those 400 plus people. This is really weird. I think it could be TikTok. I've been watching some other things happen on other lives. I think TikTok is going nuts. We have 432. Watch this. Now it's going to go back down again. I think it's TikTok. Either that or the planet's going crazy. This has like been happening for the last few nights. You see how it's going down, but it's really weird. So yeah, I don't know if those are real people or whether it's just popping up numbers. It's really weird. I've seen it happen. I thought it was only me. I think I've seen it happen. It could be both, you know, yeah. Whatever it is, it could be bots, but that's crazy. Now it's going to go down to where the real people are. So we'll find out how many people are actually on here. It's hard to tell now because the thing keeps doing that. It'll probably do that tonight at some point, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. I swiped out and landed in April's live. Oh, yeah, April's on. I was hanging out with her for a little bit. I got to see my mother and father coming through the rift. I will show that picture. I might be able to show it on my iPad, but actually, I got a couple of UFO videos. I'm trying to figure out which one we're going to show tonight in our UFO video segment. But I think I will be able to show that maybe tomorrow night. Matt, good to see you. Paris, hello. Hello, everybody. Orlando Gonzalez, Beat Acceptico. And one of the things you like to do here, when I was watching April, it kept repeating sometimes. It's been, yeah, there's a little bit of a glitch with TikTok. It's doing weird things. Hey, Sonia, good to see you. So this is the actual number we have, 271 real people here now. When it starts going up to 1,000, then I start, it's on that. I think there's something going on with TikTok. I think it's a little bit crazy. Oh, thank you, Jersey, for life. I appreciate the gift. Thank you. So the way we do it here is I got lots to talk about, always. And we also will interview people. You have to be over 18 on the show. I'm a contactee for those that are new to the show. I work within the Ashtar Command. I'm a starseed, meaning that the way I define starseed, for those that don't know what that means, I came here purposely on Earth from the command to do mission work. I didn't know I had mission work until I became older and more educated as an adult. And then I woke up really big time. So I've seen spaceships. I've had many sightings over. Can you sing happy birthday to my friend Kara? Kara's having a birthday? Well, hello, Kara. Happy birthday to you. Maybe a little bit later on we can sing a song, Definitely maybe a little bit later on the show, if she's around. Ariel, welcome to the show. Snowball 500. So for those that don't know what a starseed is, oh, now we're at 558 again. This is crazy. A starseed, and maybe we really do have that many people watching. A starseed, I'm not gonna. That thing is driving me nuts. We have, a starseed is people that are actually from other planets. And why does this thing keep repeating Miguel? I think I'm gonna have to look at that as being. I'm taking that out. That looks like a bot. Thank you for Loretto for the gift. Yeah, I took the spammer out. I'm pretty quick to the key. So, hey, Mariposa, a starseed is someone who is here from another planet and who's come here to do galactic work. Matthew Dixon, how do you make contact with extraterrestrials? Well, first, you just don't want to make contact with any extraterrestrials. You want to know what level of extraterrestrials you're contacting. Great question. The way you want to do it is first you want to meditate and you want to use Christed conscious music like on YouTube. There's plenty of it, higher frequency music. And if you're attempting to make contact with any extraterrestrial intelligence, you want to do it and say, I wish, you have to learn how to meditate and say, I will only want to contact Christed star people of light that I am connected to. And you have to say Christed star people. And you don't just get out there and say, oh, any extraterrestrial, come on over. You don't do that. That's not good. You want to learn how to do meditation. And through the meditation, you want to learn to, it's actually called ambient Christ conscious music. Christed conscious music. Yes, like that's right. Christ. So if you go on YouTube, there's tons of it. It's called ambient Christ conscious music. Also, ambient starseed or space music. All that stuff is at a high vibrational level, but you yourself would have to meditate maybe 30 minutes a day and say, I am a Christed being of light looking to connect with my Christed star family only. And then if you do get a response telepathically, you can ask them, are you Christed beings of light? And if they don't say anything, then you don't do contact. But it takes time. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's something that you have to work at, Why is, so it's something you really would have to work at. And as you watch my show, you'll learn a lot about this. On Saturday nights, we do a thing called Ashtar Command Q&A. My friend April, Commander April, and myself teach people about the Ashtar Command, about contact. We do that every Saturday night. And we did it last night. My YouTube channel is Ashtar Command Spaceship News on YouTube. You can watch last night's show if you missed it. There's a lot to learn. Really a lot to learn. And it takes time. So it's not going to happen one day or one night. Comment to you. Good evening. Welcome. Good to have you coming in peace with us, brother. Yeah, ambient Christed conscious music. or ambient Christ conscious music, either way. So one of the things I love about this show, I don't know who's here, so I don't assume everybody knows everything, and I'm always happy to answer your questions, how to do things, how to make contact. I will help people learn how to do that. Bonnie L says, we're starting kindergarten only in encounters of the third kind. Mark Jackson, welcome. Thank you for the share. Welcome everybody to the show. Little C, welcome. Savannah, Jonah, that's it, I think Jonah. Ron Martin, welcome. You're watching the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. And one of the things we're getting ready for McPherson, I don't think I watched the original McPherson tape. I'm not sure what that one is. I don't watch too well. I do watch certain things. I'm more or less keeping tabs on people sending me videos of their UFO sightings that they're having now. I'm going through a lot of videos and photos from all over the place, and that's what I've been focused on. And also just focused on hearing people's stories here on the show. A lot of different people have shared so many stories, from everything from abductions to visitations to contact, their UFO videos. It's been pretty amazing. That's pretty much what we do. Melody, thank you for the gift. Susan Mary, welcome to the show. Guinevere, welcome. Sassy Glass, welcome, Sassy Glass. We appreciate you coming here. Gigi, Dog Dad, everyone in here, welcome to the show. So I know there are people here. We're doing good, 00. Good to have you with us. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good night here. Matthew Dixon says, I was abducted. Matthew, how old are you? I always have to ask, because I might want to bring you on here about your abduction story. Okay. And just to let people know, you have to be over 18. No trolling. No drinking on the show. No drunks. No drugs. No paranormal discussion. No politics. No religion. No cursing. All those things are a no-no on encounters. And you have to be over 18. If you lie to me and you say, oh, I'm over 18, and I can tell by your voice that you're not, no smoking on the show too, of whatever sauce. Hey, Lynn, thank you for the gift. Rip, thank you for the gift. Yeah, so we have, being a professional broadcaster, we have certain protocols for doing interviews here, so we want to make sure the people that come on here are on the up and up. Infinity777, after I sun gazed, why do I see so many ET faces? People have been saying they see those things, ET faces. I've never really seen them, but I know people have said they've seen them. I honestly don't know why you see them. I'm not an expert on that part of it. I really couldn't tell you. I think if you meditate and go within, you might get the answers within yourself, which is probably the best thing to do. Jay, thank you for following us. We appreciate it. James, thank you. Guadalupe, welcome to the show. Mary, welcome to the show. So, like I said, you're welcome, Infinity. So again, we love hearing your stories. A lot of people learn a lot of stuff from other people sharing their stories. If you have a encounter story, if you've been visited by space people of the positive kind, if you really have been abducted, thank you so much. Thank you, our nurse, and whoever did the thing with the leaves. Thank you. Oh, Susan Murray, thank you for the leaves. Thank you so much, Susan. I've never seen those before. If you've had experiences where you've been taken on board a ship and abducted, to the show rules. Okay. We're going to bring Matthew. If we can bring Matthew up, we will try. I think you have to have, you're a photographer. Let's see here. We'll try to bring him up on audio. Will it work? I think we'll be able to do it. And Matthew, where are you located on the planet? Good evening, Matthew.
Good evening. I'm actually located an hour north of Houston, Texas.
Okay, we have a lot of people in Texas that watch the show. I'm glad to have you with us. So can you tell us your story to our viewers? Like when did you get abducted? How did the whole thing happen?
So I'm not completely sure if this counts as an abduction, but it happened in my dreams. I don't know. A lot of people say, dreams are also like a connection to like the spiritual realm or whatnot. But it happened in two separate occasions. One was about 3 or 4 months ago, and the first dream, I was in a church, and I was just in the church, and there was nobody in the church. It was just me by myself, and then it was like the roof or the ceiling just opened completely up, like it split wide open, and then there was this beam of light that came down, and the beam of light was like raising me up to this UAP or UFO or
Yeah,
whatever,
UFO.
and it kind of like elevated me up, and it felt so real. Like I dream occasionally, more often than the people around me do, and so I'm very aware of my dreams, but this felt surreal. When I woke up, it felt like it actually happened, which was why I took note of it. And then a second dream happened to me about 2 or 3 months after that, almost identical.
So, when it comes to dreams, there's two kinds of things that happen. I've talked to people on the show and encounters about regular dreams, which, let's say a bunch of marshmallows are chasing a coffee cup. That's considered just a regular dream.
Right.
When you have detailed information in your dream, when you can tell me this thing opened up, a beam of light came down, that's a very detailed remembrance. You have everything, you're remembering every detail of that dream, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. Um, After you got over that dream, did you have any physical things with your arm or anything like an implant or anything that you felt was implanted into you that wasn't there before physically?
I don't think so, but I have been seeing like angel numbers pop up. Like every time I'll go to pick up my phone, I'll see like 444 or 333, and it's always like identical numbers. It's either 333 or 444, and I don't know if that has anything to do with that either.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know those were called angel numbers until I looked them up. I looked it up on Google, and I found some different
Yeah.
things. And I was in a bookstore yesterday and found a book on it. And I still don't understand how that completely works, but it keeps happening over and over again. So I'm just trying to like make sense of it all and figure it all out.
Now, when you had in the dream, when you actually in the beam, you were beamed out of where you were. You were taken off planet, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember your environment when you were taken off the planet? Do you remember anything as to like? Can you explain to our audience where you were?
Well, as soon as I was lifted up, that the dream ended, or
Oh.
if it didn't end, that's all I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't remember anything after that.
Yeah. Yeah. You could have had missing time. See, a lot of those kind of dreams are not really dreams. They're made to
Mm-hmm.
look like a dream to you, but you remember clearly everything except where you were after you got beamed off the planet. You couldn't remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, interesting. I'm not really getting. I don't think you were abducted, because if you were, um, what I was going to say, well, you'll remember that you were on a table or something happened, and you actually got to see the beings. But you're talking about angelic numbers. Um, when you came out of that dream, how did you feel?
I kind of woke up like shocked. Like I woke up breathing really hard because
Yeah,
I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Because like I said, it
yeah.
felt surreal,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was actually happening. So whenever I woke up and found myself like in my room again, I was like, okay, it was just a dream.
Yeah.
Like I could feel like where I was. I could feel the air. I could feel
Mm-hmm.
like the temperature of the air, like like the ground beneath my feet. Like I could like actually feel it.
Mm.
And I've just been trying to make sense of like what exactly I was experiencing.
Yeah, I don't think you're abducted. I think you just don't remember, but I don't think you're abducted. It sounds to me like you were definitely. What I'm going to suggest to you is, before you go to sleep tonight, picture what happened, and try to ask yourself, Matter of fact, how would you like me to help you unblock your memory of what happened?
Sure, I'd be open to
Yeah,
that.
I'd never done this before. Actually, I have done this. I did this for one other person who met her space mother. She physically had, but she had, it wasn't even a dream, but it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I want you to close your eyes and I'm going to work on your consciousness. What we're going to do,
Okay.
folks, I'm going to help him open up his consciousness to remember everything that happened that night in terms of what happened after he was beamed into or off planet. Because you were actually the image of this thing opening up in a church or what have you. That was just like for your something familiar to you. So that was a familiar thing, a church, but you weren't.
Mhm.
It wasn't a church. You were going into a spaceship.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
in the
so
church, and then the ceiling opened up, and the spaceship was above, like the
right,
roof of the church.
right, because it wasn't really a church. You were actually going into a spaceship. So this is going to be interesting. What I'm going to do is help you remember, and you might even pop and say to me, "Oh, now I'm seeing something," and it might happen, when you go to sleep tonight. So if you're ready, I want you to close your eyes. We're going to do something really positive here. We try to do
Okay.
positive all the time, and I want you to close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out. What we're going to do is I'm going to try to help you remember what actually happened. Okay.
All right.
And we'll scan you just to make sure there's nothing, no implants or anything. I don't think there are any. I think your experience was way different. So we're going to see if we can help you here. You tell me when you're ready. Let me just get a
I'm
sip of
ready.
my apple cider because I need to do that. That's my energy drink. All right. And when you're ready, let me know, please.
I'm ready.
Okay. So we're going to scan him right now to actually, we're going to work on his brain. We're going to work on your brain area and we're going to focus on unblocking you, whatever was blocking you from remembering everything. So now you're going to remember everything. Hold on a second. Okay. I just took a bot out of my show. Let's see here. And you should start feeling some heat energy going through. Starting to, I'm going to work on the above your head area. And as soon as you start feeling some energy coming through, let me know.
Okay.
I'm amping it up a little bit more. I slowly amp it up so you can gradually feel it, so you're not shocked. I'm amping up a little bit more here into the brain, cellular structure of the brain. You start feeling something in a minute. And when you start feeling something, just let me know.
Okay.
Some people might not feel anything, which would be unusual, but that's a rare
It might be the
case.
cold AC
It
distracting me.
might. What's distracting you?
Might be the cold AC distracting me.
Oh, okay. Just stay focused. Just turn your brain off and stay focused. Okay, now I'm going to start doing something here that you should feel. You're going to feel like an energy going up and down, like a light energy. Very rare cases does anyone I do remote work with never ever feel anything. But it does happen.
I think I feel it now.
Okay, good.
It was like a little heat wave.
Yeah, heat wave, yes, that's right. Stay focused on the heat wave. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work on your brain, and I'm going to work on unblocking the blockage that your brain actually blocked you from remembering everything. So we're going to actually work on the brain and unblock the blockage. So tonight when you go to sleep, you'll do a 30-minute meditation before you go to sleep tonight. You're going to remember the beam of light, and then you're going to tell your brain that I am going to remember everything that occurred that night. And you're going to control your brain, because your brain thinks it controls you, but you actually control your brain. Most humans don't realize that we control our brain. The brain does not control us. It only controls us because we let it. So when you talk to your brain, you're going to tell your brain, I want to remember everything that happened when I went through into that beam of light.
Okay.
And he's going to remember, folks. He will remember. It might happen in one night. It'll happen in a few nights, but he's going to remember everything. I'm really amping up the energy into the brain area. I'm going into areas where it was blocked. And even as we're doing this live right now, you might start remembering things. Keep your eyes closed. And if you have any visions beyond the beam and then things blacking out and you didn't remember anything, if you start seeing anything that you remember, you'll come back into your consciousness right now. If not now, tonight, later on.
Okay.
Almost done. This is easy. This is different than taking out an implant. He has no implants. Okay, that didn't take me too long. So what'll happen to you now is, I don't know how it's going to be activated, but you'll be able to hopefully remember what you couldn't remember.
All right.
Because it's important for you to remember it, because you had the experience. And like I said, I don't think you were abducted, but I think there's more going on to it than just being the opening of a church, and then you go onto a ship. I believe you were taken onto a ship. I don't think you were abducted, though.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't know there was a difference.
Oh, there's a difference. Contactee experience is where you have contact with space people. An abduction experience is when you have, that's always 99% of the time. An abduction is where you're taken and you're either implanted, or lower vibrational ETs do things that they shouldn't be doing with the human being. So there's a difference. So if I know someone's a contactee, I'll know that by the story. What really throws me is the angelic numbers, the numbers for the angel numbers that you're talking about. I don't think you were abducted. I think you just don't have a memory of what really happened to you. And what was considered a dream was actually a reality in your case. It wasn't like a regular dream, like the marshmallow chasing the coffee cup or something. I think it was a lot different.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. I mean, if I knew there was an implant, I'd tell you in 2 seconds. You didn't have anything like that happen.
Right. I have a question. So I had this experience. This has happened to me twice in my life. This happened to me about 2021. And I noticed the only thing that I did different, or the only thing that was same that I did before these two events that happened to me, I did take weed gummies. I don't know if that opens you up to spiritual sensitive.
I don't know. I know. I'm not sure if that it could be that might have triggered it. but it's hard to say. I would see what happens without taking anything from now on to see if you can go into that, if that memory comes back and you remember
Well,
everything.
it doesn't relate to the memory, but I did have this weird experience that lasted for like 3 months, and I have like low blood sugar, so I'm usually tired all the time and
Okay.
lethargic. But these two instances where this did happen, I had an intense amount of energy. I was able to function on very little sleep,
Hmm.
and I just felt calm. And I have ADHD, and my mind was just at
Oh,
peace.
okay.
But I noticed these two different times that it did happen, I took gummies and then I stopped taking them. And then after I stopped taking them, I don't know if it was the effects from the gummies or if the gummies, the THC unlocked something
I
and I
don't
was
know.
able to think
Yeah.
right, or I don't know. But
Yeah.
I've been doing some research, and I don't know if you know anything about a Kundalini awakening,
Oh, yeah.
but it
Kundalini awakening. I know. Go ahead.
kind of seems like it's similar to that, but I'm not sure because I mean I
Yeah.
didn't meditate or do anything in
Hmm.
particular.
Yeah. I I would say, I mean, I would say my what I'm getting is for you is to do the 20-30 minute meditation. I call it a
Hmm.
Christ conscious meditation. And as you do that, you're going to work in this focus, which is I am a Christed cosmic being of light, and I wish to remember what happened to me in this dream. I wish to remember who took me and beamed me up on a ship. And so, as you ask those questions in your 30-minute meditation, until you get the answers, you want to do at least a 20-30 minutes. It doesn't have to be like a huge meditation. 20 or 30 minutes should be enough to eventually see what happens with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your help.
Hey, Matthew, thank you, man, for coming on here. You've been a blessing, and I thank you for sharing your story, too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Matthew. Everybody, thank Matthew for coming on Encounters from Texas. We appreciate him very much. Thank you, Matthew. Our first guest, Infinity, thank you for the gifts. We really appreciate it. Now, there's someone here. I saw this woman in here that I think she says, I'll go back and see if I can find her. Let's see. Who is she? Let's see. There's a woman that I saw here mentioning she had contact. Where is she? She's here somewhere. I communicate would be that's here. I think it's Elfie. Elfie, if you can come on camera, I'm interested in talking to you. Again, no foul language, no smoking, no vaping, no drinking, no drunks, no drugs, no kids on the show, no paranormal discussion, no politics, no religion. I'm inviting Elfie to join me on Encounters, the No One Spiritual UFO Talk Show on social media on a Sunday night. Good evening, everybody. We're glad to have you with us. And I know some people have to get up early on a Monday morning, but good evening for those that are awake. And let's see, is Elfie still here? Thank you, Linda. I just got the shirt today. I ordered it on Friday, and it was the best thing I ever did. Thank you, Matthew, for the follow. We appreciate it, brother. Cat Cab. And we're going to do some more interviews. One of the things that we have to look forward to is, whether you look forward to it or not, now they've come out with a list of all the so-called whistleblowers. Here's another one of those. What do they call them? I just took another bot out. These bots have been going on everybody's lives and doing this stuff, so I just took that out. Yes, it's a bot. Yeah, I took 2 bots out tonight. Once a bot, you see, once a bot, always a bot. But we're all live human beings, so we're not bots. What a waste of technology. But anyway, the hearings are coming up on the 13th. It'll be interesting maybe to look at it and see what these people supposedly say, and let's see if they know more information than we know. I would gather to say or wage a bet that when they do their so-called whistleblowing, that most of you here have more information than these top-notch people that were former military people or Air Force people or whatever they were, generals or whatever they are. I think we here have more information than those folks that are going to be speaking before Congress. These disclosure hearings on the 13th, which is Wednesday. I'm sure C-SPAN in the United States will be covering it. Maybe, maybe not. I'm sure some of the TV networks will be, maybe covering it, maybe, maybe not. But it doesn't matter because we're on Encounters where we have all the information. We know what's going on. We know about the space things that are happening. We know about people's sightings because we talk about it here. We know about the fact that there's going to be contact because we talk about it here. And the people that don't know anything will probably watch those programs and start watching to hear what they say, because the people that will watch that, for the most part, not completely, many people, if they are watching it and say, wow, let's watch those disclosure hearings, they're going to be wanting to learn some stuff. But you already know. I mean, almost 300 of you here already know what's happening out there. Some of you have even had contact yourselves in your dreams, having contact directly with visitation, having contact, having sightings, C5 contact, visual contact, with spaceships showing up when you do a C5. So you know what's going on. You know what's happening. Yeah, you really do. One thing about my audience, you're all consciously awake and you're asking questions. And that's a good thing, right? That is a really good thing. To ask questions is the most important thing you can possibly do. When you do that, then you have the knowledge, the understanding of what's going on. It makes a big difference. We're doing good, enlightened souls. Hope you're doing well. So it's really important that, in perspective, we've got more information. And if you listen to watch our show last night, Astro Command Night, with Commander April and myself, you have more information about what's going down in 2026 or before 2026 than you're going to ever see on TV. Hey, Donna Joss, good to see you. Okay, I'm going to see if this is a bot. Is that a bot? Bot alert. I think we have a bot alert here. I think we're going to take that one out. That looks like a bot. Bot's out. When they keep repeating themselves, that's a bot. Cat Cab. So contact will be happening by 2026. Now, the possibilities are, if something changes, the Astro Command will tell us. If something changes, you'll know about it on my show, and you'll be knowing it about on Commander April's live. Either way, you're going to know about it. But right now, the 2026 is supposed to be the time of contact, year 2026. So that's something to keep on your calendar notes. Now, again, things can change. Hola. Hey, life is amazing. Hola. Things can change, and we could have contact sooner than later, but it all depends on a lot of things. Right now, they're getting preparation for contact. Everything's being prepared for contact right now off planet for the population of Earth, and it will be a very beautiful experience. It's going to certainly change every aspect of our lives. Mike Masters, good to see you. Miss Lionheart, welcome. Vicky, welcome to the show, Vicky. It's going to change every aspect of our lives, everything that we've known to be doing in our lives. So when we look at the whole planetary system, every single thing is going to change. The way you perceive reality, your reality is going to shift. Our reality, the way we look at reality now, it's going to shift. It's going to be way different than we've ever lived our lives as human beings with our families. Throughout every decade in this current human history, our whole lives are going to shift. Bob Bogart, do the beings on your spaceship tell you a future events? No, they don't tell us future events, but we are told information because we are starseed. We are told about what's going to happen in terms of next year. I mean, in 2026. But next year, there's a lot that's going on. At some point throughout next year, you're going to see increased what you call UFO sightings around the world. Life is amazing. I'm certain I have an implant. Life is amazing. We'll have to bring you up. I'll bring you up in just a few minutes. I'll be happy to do that. Life is Amazing says that they're certain they have an ET implant in them. So we don't, forecast future events, Bob, but we will give you everything we know. Also, I recommend people that didn't watch my show last night, my Ashtar Command Spaceship News channel on YouTube. I have my latest show, Ashtar Command Q&A from last night. Please get a chance, watch that whole show. It'll give you some updates about contact. Jersey Police, can the ships feel all the heat from all the wildfires in New Jersey, Pennsylvania? Not necessarily. They wouldn't feel the heat. They wouldn't feel the heat from the fires, no. I mean, they're aware of them, but they wouldn't feel the heat. TM, thank you for the roses. And we'll try to answer your questions. Like I said, not only do I interviews, I have a lot of knowledge here, and I'm happy to entertain your questions too. The Supreme Alchemist, good evening. Welcome to the show. Jersey for Life. No, that's a great question. They would be aware of the fires. I'm sure they are. They monitor our planet, but they wouldn't feel the heat. And I'll go back to Enlightened Soul. Has the star seeds been fully activated? Many of the star seeds are being activated. I think a lot of it's through the sleeping state. Many star seeds are going to be activated through your dream state, what I call the cosmic dream state. That's where the activations are happening. Enlightened Soul. So yeah, they are being activated. Hey, Daniel Star, good to see you, brother. Let's see here. Life is amazing. We're going to try to bring you up here. Life is amazing. I'm certain I have an implant. Life is amazing. If you go on the multi-guest option, we'll bring you up here, and we could definitely scan you for any implant that might have been done to you by a negative ET experience. I don't know if you're still here. And of course, if you have any questions for us here on Encounters related to the subject matter, we'll be happy to entertain your questions. If you are a contactee, if you've been an abductee, and you want to come up here, if you've been videotaping what I call spaceships or UFO sightings, wherever you are, and you're documenting things, we'd like to hear about your stories. We get into quite a bit of the cosmic here. That's what our main focus is. Cosmic reality, non-terrestrial reality, everything from the star people to contact, the whole gamut. And I'm just looking at who's coming in here. Welcome all the new people coming in here. Good to have you with us here on Encounters, the late night edition for a Sunday night. We'll be with you till 1 a.m. in the morning. This is a 2-hour show. So we have 1 more hour left in our program. And I'm glad to have everybody here with us. Sonia, thank you for the gift. And we appreciate it. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, and as Karen Morgan said, everybody tap. We appreciate that, Karen. And again, one of the things I've learned here with hundreds of people watching, some of you have had experiences, and there's no question with so many people here that's not at least 10 people out of 266 people that have not had visitations. So here's my question for that person that's never been interviewed on my show before. How many of you have had contact or visitation in the positive vein? So if you now, I'm going to tell you, a contactee is somebody who has peaceful, direct visitation by space people. If you're one of those people watching this show, let me know. Tell me, Commander, I've had direct visitation for 10 years or just last month. Kmart says I have. So Kmart's saying they have had a direct visitation. And I'm going to randomly pick people to come up live, and I'm going to do interviews with you about your story. So Kmart's the first one saying I've had contact. Who else out here has had direct visitation, contact with space people? Anyone else? Don't be afraid to say yes if you have. And it's a safe place to share that. Denise says I've had contact. Tanya has had contact. This is too interesting. So I'm going to do a few interviews with the people, and I know there's probably more of you. Matt and I have interviewed Matt before. Let's see. Matt Noble has. We've interviewed Matt. He was one of our interviews a few weeks ago. I'm going to bring up Kmart. And again, you have to be over 18. One of the rules of my show is no cursing or foul language, no smoking or vaping on the show, no drinking, no drunks, no drugs, no paranormal discussion, no politics, and no religion. All right, so we can bring Kmart up here. Kmart will be our first guest. And Kmart, if you'd like to come on camera, you have over a couple thousand followers, and we'd love to talk to you. We're going to see if Kmart can come up with us on screen. Kmart will be our second guest on the show. So we'll see if Kmart can come up with us. And it looks like Kmart will be joining us. All right, Kmart, good evening, sir. How are you? Are you with us,
All
Kmart?
right, how are you?
We're doing well. And where are you located?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Yeah,
hear you
I'm
well.
here.
Where are you? Yeah, where are you located?
Ohio.
What part of the world? Ohio, great. We have a lot of people in Ohio that watch the show. Are you able to come on camera, or do you prefer just to be like incognito?
Let me see how to get up there.
Oh, the camera? There's a little camera icon. You press that and save it, and then you'll come on screen. Every TikTok.
There we go.
In a second, it should show you. Then you have to save it. That little line will disappear. It takes about a minute or two to figure it out. We'll have them on screen in a second, I'm pretty sure.
There we go.
Right. Okay. Yep, there you are. All right. Another person got it all figured out on the camera. So welcome, Kmart. What's your first name, if I may ask? Can you hear me?
Marty.
Okay, I got you on screen. You're looking okay here. I can see you. So tell us about your story.
Yeah,
I can hear you. Yeah. Yep. Just turn your volume up on your phone, then you can hear us. Turn your volume on your level on your phone. You'll hear me.
All right.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me?
It's probably about...
So when did you have contact? Can you hear me? Hello?
Right.
Yeah, if you got your volume up, I can hear you. Okay, good. So when did how did this happen?
When I was a little... Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you. There's a little bit of a glitch on TikTok, but I can hear you.
Yes.
I think there's a little bit. Can you hear me now? Okay, you're good. I can hear you. I can see you too. I think there's lagging here. Let me bring you back up. Hold on a minute. Let's see here.
I was laying in bed after a ball. I was laying in bed after a ball game. I was really tired. All right.
Let me try to bring you
I
back.
was laying in
I'm gonna
bed
bring it.
after a ball game. I was about 11 years old.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
I'll bring you back up in a second. There's a little bit of a lag here. Hold on a minute. All right. There's a lot of lagging. It's really crazy. Let me see if I can get him back up here. I know he's got a story to tell. I'm going to try to bring you back up, Kmart. Hold on a minute. Hey, not just the call. Good to see you, Maria Sanchez. Let me see. I'm going to try to bring Kmart up here again and see what's going on here. Okay, Kmart, we'll get you back up here, brother. Let's see here. You're watching Encounters. Kmart will be our second interview. Once I find Kmart, let's see here. Kmart, try to come back up again. There's a multi-guest option. I think it's just glitching. Glitching's pretty bad tonight on TikTok, so. Yeah. I think I had a connection issue. TikTok, I mean, not TikTok. Man, what am I talking about? Kmart, are you still there? Can you hear me? Well, you can probably hear me. We're going to try to get Kmart back on the show. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. I am CmdrAleon, your host, and we're glad to have everybody here this evening. And I do believe we had a little bit of a technical glitch. So again, until we can figure that out, if you have had direct contact or visitation and you're over 18, we definitely want to hear your story. So I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment. We have 280 viewers here all over the world. How many of you are physically having visitation and are over 18 years old, or having visitation with space people or beings? And if you've been, people that have never been on the show before, been interviewed before, anyone had any positive encounters? That's my question. Let's see what the answers are here. And this is for people that have never, ever come forward. Okay, I'm going to try Tanya. Okay, I think it's Tanya. If you, Tanya, can you try to come up? Just press the multi-guest option button on your TikTok. I think I got her up here. Hopefully we have no glitching with our audience tonight.
Hey, Commander.
Hey, how are you? Am I pronouncing your name right, Tanya?
My real name is Betsy.
Oh, Betsy.
But
Hey, Betsy.
call me Taina.
Taina. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm Betsy. How are you, Commander?
We're doing great. And tell us where you are, and tell us the background of your story, how you started having contact.
I'm from Queens, New York. I just realized I've been having contact for quite a while. On my side, I pretty much see it more as a spiritual encounter. But then the encounters started to become different. So even in my dreams, but let's go with the physical first. Last year, I went to Puerto Rico. My family's from Puerto Rico. And it's been years. It was like 4 years since I've been to Puerto Rico. And I have like this connection when I go back to the island, like my senses, I can feel what's going to happen. But this night, every night, I love to sit out and I love to look at the stars. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I talk to Source and I'm like, hey, I made it. I made it back home. And I looked at the sky and I said, I know you guys are not stars. Show me. And one of the stars started to move. I have a whole 5-minute video of I I don't know if it was an angel, but it appeared like it was a star, and then it started to just play with me. It was in the sky, just moving
Oh, wow.
around, and it was moving really fast. And I've tried to share the video, and it won't allow me to share it. I can't send it to anyone. Like, it's only, I've tried to email it, I've tried to post it up, and it just won't let me. But I had a 5 minute, I even called my parents. I had to call my mom. My mom seen it, my father, and I was out there for as long as I can look up at that sky. My
Wow.
father said he's had the light shine bright. I have a spaceship right above my home right now. And
Now,
I was
when you say
able,
you have a spaceship above your home, and this for the audience, how do you know there's a spaceship above your home? I'm just curious.
so for months, I've been seeing this red light in my window. And I've just been thinking it's the cars passing by, or, I'm not one of those neighbors that I'm at the window being nosy. But it's
Hmm.
been months and I see this red light and I'm like, maybe it's an ambulance, maybe someone needs help. And I'm looking and I don't see anything. And I'm like,
Hmm.
where's this light coming from? So then that sparked up my curiosity. So I could never figure out where the light was coming from. And one day I went outside and it started to rain, and I love the rain. So I looked up, and as I looked up, it was a lightning, like, and it lit up the sky,
Oh,
and past
wow.
the clouds, I seen the spaceship. And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh, there you go. I know now where the lights are coming from. So a lot of things made more sense to me after that, because I have talks with Source, and I've asked a lot of questions, and one of my questions were, what is my original form? And because I think we've all been on a soul search of who we were in our past lives and who we really are. So,
Right.
and it's like Source just took me up. And this usually happens to me when I'm laying down and when I'm going to sleep. I have a lot of dreams. I lucid
Mm.
dream as well. I fly. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
I go, and they took me up, and I'm up. And when I say I'm up, and I'm used to flying because I fly in my dreams, but when I say they were
Mm.
taking me up, I went past the clouds, and I was up in outer space. And as I was being taken up, I shed my clothes. I then shed my skin. I then shed my physical form, and I was left showing my real form, which was light.
Right. So
And I was
did you
like,
go into what they call a Merkaba state, where you consciously shift from, we call it astral projection. I call it the Merkaba state. It's a similar thing. You go out, you project out of your physical body that's in bed, but you consciously know what you're doing. You're consciously going, like you say, out of your body. In your case, in your story is interesting, and you become a pure light form, which is true. So your essence of your consciousness is this form of light as a light being. So do you find yourself like in a Merkaba state when you're traveling in space?
yeah, well, that was my first time in space. I usually would fly different places, and I would fly to visit my parents to make sure they were okay. As a child, I used to fly as for protection when I was being attacked. I would
Hmm.
fly and I would fly away. That was my first time in outer space. So as I was getting the message, I kind of made a mistake, and I looked down and I shouldn't have, and I freaked out. So I couldn't calm down after that. Like, my heart was really racing. They were
Hmm.
I got the message of a clock. Like, I was being told that it was time. It was time for me to wake up. It was time that I had to prepare. But I then couldn't calm down. Like, my heart was racing. I shouldn't have looked down.
Yeah, you
but
look down and yeah,
but
I
it wasn't the
gotcha.
first time. I feel when I'm being taken, but I can't remember.
Hmm.
Like, they have messages. I can't always remember my dreams. Sometimes I wake up with bruises. Sometimes I know I had a battle, and I can't
So
remember.
let me slow you down just a little bit. So this is interesting. We might end up having to do some scanning here. How long have you watched my show for?
How long?
Yeah, how long have you been watching the show? I mean, have you watched it regularly, relatively new
I've
to
been
it, or?
watching your show for a while. I just
Okay.
never spoke up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
No,
on the
because
show, I think, with, was it Sylvia that you were trying to
Sylvia.
help that day? But I've been
Oh
watching
yeah,
you
well,
for a while. Yeah, I've
yeah,
been watching you
but
for about 2 years or longer.
oh wow, that's amazing, and thank you so much. But the fact you mentioned bruises on your body, that concerns me. So as you're talking about the experiences, and that you say that, and I find it interesting the key words that they were taking me. They can you explain who they are?
I don't know if it's they or if it's source. I'm not sure. I want to say I have a very, very strong connection to Papa. I call him Papa. I'm saying source because I want to keep it neutral
Right,
for purpose,
right.
rule purposes. But I have a very strong connection. He came to me when I was a child. I was under the age of 5. I was living in Puerto Rico, matter of fact. I was about 4 years old, maybe. And I
Yeah.
remember when he came to me and he had a message, but I was in the car with my dad and he was on the side and my father didn't stop. He didn't listen. So I spent my childhood waiting for him to come back. Like I knew I had a mission. I didn't know why. I didn't know, I just knew I had a mission.
Hmm.
I just waited, always waited.
Yes, so I'd like to. I'm getting the feeling, if you'll let me do. You watch me a long time, so you know. I'm thinking I need to scan you if you'll let me do it, because the bruises thing concerns me. If it was a positive experience, there should be no bruises in your journey, and the fact that that occurred, there's something else going on too.
Okay, I was misled. I was deceived. Um, I was deceived, I can
Yeah.
say. And that took kind of a turn where I had to strengthen my relationship with the source.
Hmm.
It was unknowingly, he pretty much told me I had to pick and I had to start to do research. And there were certain things that I had to let go because I was getting attacked. I'll be honest.
Hmm.
I was getting attacked for a while, and that's how I learned. How I was able for the first time to astral project, where I seen myself laying in the bed, and I
Hmm.
had like a big dark shade over my
Hmm.
bed,
Hmm.
like a shadow. But
Yeah, they
source,
call them shadow. They call them shadow beings. So here's what I'd like to do. What I'm going to do, because I work with the Ashtar Command too directly in Christ consciousness. If you let me scan you, uh, I will make sure that you are perfectly protected.
yes,
Yeah, I will do that for you as a gift. And
thank you.
what I do here is free, people. I don't charge any money for what I do. This is my mission work. Part of my mission work, and also because the show is about everything, including UFO sightings that people are documenting, including your story as well, is really important. So um, we're going to, well, we'll definitely, and I think you said the first name is Barbara. Am I correct?
Betsy.
Betsy. I'm sorry. I knew I messed it up
So,
there, but so Betsy, what we're going to do is, if you close your eyes, I'm going to do a gift here for you. I want you to close your eyes, and I want to take a deep breath in. What I'm going to do, everybody, is I'm scanning her to make sure she didn't have any implants put in her by negative ETs, and this is going to be my gift to help Betsy. So as you close your eyes, take a deep breath in and breathe in and out until you feel completely relaxed. I'm going to go into my Ashtar Command consciousness. I'm going to switch over my consciousness. I'm still the talk show host, but now I'm going to be operating in another higher frequency mode as I'm doing this. When you're relaxed, let me know. And as I'm doing this, I am going to take a drink of cider. The commander always has cider on hand here. And when you're ready, let me know.
I'm ready, Commander.
Okay. So what we're going to do, keep your eyes closed, turn your brain off. Just tell your brain, I'm shutting you off for now. That's all you got to say. Very simple. Shelly Girl, you'll be next. Shelly Girl 1, I think Shelly Girl 40. Don't go anywhere. You'll be our next guest after Betsy, Shelly Girl, welcome to the show. Okay, now I'm going to start amping up the energies. I start with the head area. And when you start feeling some energy around you, I can start feeling the energy of your head. I can feel like the outer energy of your aura. Yeah, I can feel your end. So we're going to work on you right now. I'm going to scan you for implants, and I'll find them. If there's any implants, you tell me when to stop. I'm slowly going from working on your head area first, but I will go around your head, slowly around your neck area, and I'm
When am
amping
I
up the
to
heat.
tell you to stop? When do I know to tell you to stop?
When the energy hits the implant, because I'll hit it. You get the heat energy you're feeling, it's going to be amped up now. So if there's an implant in there, it will be neutralized, and you'll tell me stop. I'm slowly going down. I'm going to check everything from the arms, the legs, everything. I'm going up the back area, going around your neck area, the spinal area. I'm going over your head area, around your ears. The heat energy is getting stronger, so I'm shooting beams of energy into your body, and it will shoot in, and if there's an implant, it will hit it, and you're going to tell me you'll feel it. You're going to feel the heat energy hit the implant, and I'll stop. And she might not have any implants, but
where I feel the pressure is in my forehead.
So I'm going to go back to the forehead. Okay, so let me do Okay, so here's my hands right here. I'm going to go over a forehead area. I'm using both palms of my hand to shoot energy into the forehead. I'm going to have one hand on the back end of the upper part of your head and here. If you feel anything, let me know.
Yeah, I do.
Tell me when to stop. When it comes really strong, I'll stop. I'm getting there. We're almost there. I'm locating it. I'm going to locate it. I'm almost there. And you're going to tell me to stop. I'm going to shoot some energy into the forehead right now. And if I hit the implant, you tell me when to stop. I'm going to neutralize it so we can't move anywhere. Okay, I'm shooting energy into the forehead area.
Yeah, the tension is slowly decreasing.
Yeah, I'm going to take it. I think the implant's right here. Yep. Do you feel the motion of waves of energy in that one area?
Yeah, I do. When you was doing it, I felt like...
I'm going to take the implant out. It's right there. I got it. You're going to feel me pulling it out right now. I neutralized it so it can't move. As I'm pulling it out, I'm going to shake it a little bit so you can feel it coming out. Tell me if you feel something. And on the back end of the forehead too. I'm pulling it out. I'm shooting beams of energy, of light beams of energy. It's going to dissolve it, but I'm pulling it out. Almost. You'll tell me when. How it works is you have to tell me when. You'll feel a little pinch when it comes out. Almost.
I felt it.
Say again?
Yeah, I felt it.
You felt it come out?
I felt you pulling something.
Yeah,
like now the pressure is only on one side of my forehead now.
I'm going to take it all out.
Okay.
I'm going to destroy that implant. I've dissolved that implant. It's gone. Part of it's gone. The other part that's on the other side of the pressure, we're taking the other part of it out right now. I'm pulling on it. And I'm going to squeeze it so you can feel me pulling it out. On the other side, I'm going to shake it a little bit. I'm actually dissolving it. I'm pulling it out. It got pretty much a good portion of your forehead. It covered a lot of it. I'm taking it all out now. It'll be dissolved. It'll be destroyed. This is the last part of it here. You're going to feel this just a little bit. I'm pulling it slowly out. There's only a little bit left. Tell me when.
I feel such a relief.
Okay, it should be almost out. Tell me when. I think this is the last part of it. And when I pull this out, you're going to hear like a very little vibrational like tingle right about now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You felt that?
Yes.
Okay, it's all out. So the implant was in your forehead. It was in two parts of your forehead. I now dissolved it, destroyed it, and it's gone. Completely gone.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The headache that I had, the tension I've had,
Yes.
you know, they've had 2 sinus surgeries. Everything, just my eyes were swollen this morning. My face gets swollen. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, what I did for you, the doctors will never be able to even figure it out. You did have an ET implant in you in the forehead. It was a pretty massive one on both ends of the forehead. I took the other one out first, and there was actually 2 implants, one on the right side and one on the left side. So
Thank you.
Yeah, you're definitely healed. You're not going to have any more problems. The other thing is, I'm going to put a shield around you. Close your eyes, please. What I'm going to do, everybody, is I put a shield around people. When I take the implants out, I put a shield around her. I'm putting a shield around her now. You all have witnessed what I do here, which is real. I am with the Ashtar Command. I am a space being. I am also a human being. I work like everybody else. I do everything else. I have a family like everybody else, but I'm not from here. So in the true sense of the word, I'm from the stars. I came here on purpose to liberate the planet. So as I want you to close your eyes, I'm going to put a shield of energy around you. You should start feeling this is like I don't like to call it a suit, but in a sense it's a suit, invisible shield around your body. Tell me when you start feeling it. There's going to be energy coming around your head, and we're going to shoot it all over your body. It's going to be actually a protection shield.
I feel it. It feels warm.
Yes, it will feel warm. So wherever you go, wherever you travel in the world, whether it be Puerto Rico or England, wherever you go, this shield will protect you. And it also, what it will do is negative ETs and dark energy ETs will not be able to go near you ever again.
Thank you.
Never, ever again.
I have a question for you, because I
do
get a lot of dreams.
Let me finish this for just a moment, and then I'll answer your question, I promise.
Okay.
And go ahead with your question.
Okay. I get a lot of dreams, and that's how I get a lot of my messages. And like I feel like I'm being called back to the island. Like I feel I got a dream of my ancestors, and the shadow people were there. And I did intervene the best way I could, you know, but it's like I'm being called there. And I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to go, but I guess I'll be guided once I get there. Do you have any advice for me?
Yes. So here's what we're going to do. Another gift for you. What I would say to you is this. I'm going to ask you, first of all, we're going to do one other final thing here. I want you to focus not so much on ancestry, but focus on your star family. I'm going to switch your focus. I want you to focus on star family. because we all come from the stars. We do have relatives and other people that are part of our past life, but we now need to focus not on those people because they've moved on. What you need to do is focus on, it says I have 1,000 people watching the show right now. That's crazy. What you need to do is, that's really wild. You need to focus on the stars. You need to focus on that level. Let me just do this here. Hold on, man. I got to take this. There's what we call these bots coming in here. I just got rid of another bot. So you need to focus on your star family. And the way to do that is to actually, through meditation, do like 20, 30 minutes of meditation. And what you're going to say is, I am a star being in human form. I wish to connect with my star family specifically. I want to thank all my ancestors and relatives for being there, but it's time for you to move on, and it's time for me to now get directly connected with my Christed star family. And that's what I'm getting that you need to do. All these other things, let them go and just focus now on the future, which is going to be a really beautiful thing. And if you do that, it'll take time, but it has to be a focused meditation. I would say about 20, 30 minutes, when you have time to do it. That's really important.
Okay. Thank you.
Because you've been so involved in these other realms, but they were good at the time, but you need to go leave those alone and say, okay, I thank you for helping me get to where I am and having these experiences, good, better, and different. Now I'm not going to have any negative experiences. Now I got to connect with my star family because you have one. And
Yes.
if you meditate and do that work, you're going to connect with them, Betsy. So I want to do this one thing.
They've been watching over me all over. That's why I think the ship is there. The ship is right above my home.
Yeah.
I feel the downloads.
Yeah. So I want you to meditate about the ship. The one thing you're going to ask the beings on the ship, are you Christed star people? And you have to ask them that question. Are you Christed star people that are above me in the space, above me in the sky? And that's telepathic communications. And then you have to wait for their answer and see what they say. If they say they are cosmic Christed star people, then at that point, facilitate communications. But it's all going to be telepathic. So you're going to use your 20, 30 minutes of meditation to see who's on that ship. You're going to focus on them, find out who they are, where they're from. You have every right to ask them those questions and just say, are you Christed beings of light? Are you a star people from another planet? Ask those questions to get those answers. I think that's really key. And what we're going to do is one thing here before I go to my next guest. I want you to say these words. Keep your eyes closed. I am a cosmic Christed being of light. I am free. I am love. I am light. I am a space being. Having a human experience. There you go. Okay. How do you feel?
I feel brand new.
You are, sister. You're blessed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I've cleared all the energy out of your body from all those negative experiences. I want to do one more thing. I'm shooting a beam of light. It's going to separate from my palm of my hand. The beam of light will work on its own. It's going to go in every room in your house. It's going to clear any residual energy from negative ETs that are in your room. It's going to be like, it's almost like, if you take Clorox and you clean, dirty dishes or something, and maybe that's not the greatest example, but what I'm saying is every vibrational pattern is going to be increased in each room. All the residual energies of the past years are being destroyed, and there's going to be all purification of your living environment, and you're well protected. So you're all set.
Thank you, Commander. Love and light.
Love and light to you, Betsy. Thank you, Betsy, for being here. Betsy, we're going to bring Betsy down. I'm gonna look at my next guest. Who was it? The person that I said you'll be on next. See if I can find her. And this person looks like a bot there. Let's see here. I just took out a bot. That's someone. I just took them out. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to take that person out. It's Jason. I just took Jason out. Jason is now out. They're blocked. Let's see. Thank you, Palladian. Thank you, everybody. Let me see here. There was a woman or someone here. Master Coin Collector. Larry, how much longer till we get back to the show? This is the show. You're already watching the show. The part of the show is me helping people and take out implants. That's part of what I do on the show. I think Master Coin Collector, good to see you. But this is part of my show. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. There was a woman or somebody that said I had something happen. I had an encounter or contact. Hopefully they're still here. Let's see. Shelly Girl 40. Oh, she's three things. I found it. Shelly Girl 40. Are you there? Where's Shelly Girl? Shelly Girl, are you still with us? Shelly Girl's next if we can get her on here. I was interested in hearing her story. She might have disappeared. Shelly Girl 3. Let me see if I can find her here. Shelly Girl 3. I don't see her. No. Marie, I'm not going to go to that. That's on a Wednesday. I have to work, unfortunately. But I'm sure it'll be recorded and I can watch it if I want to. So my question is, as we are talking here, we have over 300 people. And how many people are having, she might have left, yeah, Palladium Rainbow, I think she might have. How many people are having direct physical contact of the positive kind? Is anyone here who's never been on my show interviewed before having contact? I know a lot of people I've been interviewing lately are having visitations. Let's see. Pinky Witch Boss says, I was. Pinky Witchy Boss, you were having contact? Linda Blanchard, welcome to the show. I'm going to bring you up, Pinky. And if you can come on camera, Pinky, that would be great. We'd love to have you on the camera. You have over 3,000 followers there. So let's see if Pinky can turn the camera on her side of it here. Pinky, we're going to bring you up here as a guest. And welcome to Encounters to go live if you wish to. We'll see if Pinky can come up. And you're watching Encounters. This is the late night #1 spiritual talk show where we're busting the matrix all over the planet. And let me see. I might end up taking somebody out if they don't behave themselves. I don't think they want me to do that because we are professional.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah. Good to see you. How you doing? Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well, and I'm glad to have you up here on Encounters. So tell us, Pinky, what's your first name?
Karen,
Karen, nice to have you on the show. Whereabouts are you, Karen?
Florida,
Oh, great. We
Gainesville.
have a lot of people. Florida's a good place. We have a lot of people that are waking up down there in Florida. Tell us about your history, and I'm always interested in how things started for you when you had contact.
Oh God, there's not enough time.
Well, we'll try to do some of that time here anyway.
Oh goodness. I don't know where to begin. I've had so
Like
much.
how old were you when you first had contact? Can you come on camera?
7. No, I'm a hot
7.
mess. I'm a hot mess.
Yeah, I've had hot messes on my show before, but
No.
if you don't want to, don't worry about it. If you decide. So yeah, so when you were 7 years old, it's interesting. So many people have had contact when they were kids. I know for me, it was before I was a teenager. So for you, at 7,
Yes.
and so how did that happen? What was that like at 7 years old?
Well, the beginning was when I started to believe, that there was other kind other than us. I've always been different. I've always been a black sheep. I've been picked on, bullied in school. I've fought for where I'm at my whole entire life.
Yeah,
I've always been, the outcast,
yeah,
abusive relationships, so forth. Anyway, I was 7 years old, and we were riding the back of my dad's truck to the races, and we were coming home, and there it was dark, and I was looking at the stars, and me and my sister, just looking up at the stars, so bright. I've always been, I've always looked at the sky since I was little. Well, I seen a spaceship, and my sister said, "What are you smoking?" I said, "You don't see it? Some people can see, and some people can't." So
yeah,
that was the beginning of it, and then briefly here and there, I have these dreams. The future, I got gifts, I guess, and they got it's people gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't care. I don't get a check or
mhm,
anything, but
yeah,
I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I have experienced a lot, and I don't tell too many people because I don't want to come up.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this is a safe place. If you're new to my show, this is the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. I'm
Yeah,
also
I've watched
I've
you
contact,
before.
so it's safe. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
I've watched you several
Let's hear your
times.
story. Yeah,
Yeah, so God, my memory. I have memory loss because I've been in really bad relationships. I've had trauma in my life, so I just bits and pieces. I mean, I don't remember too much of my childhood, but here lately, in the past 6 years since my parents have passed, my mom was 5 years yesterday, and my daddy will be 6 or 7 years in a couple of months. Anyway, I don't have my parents anymore, and I haven't. I used to dream
yeah,
and get information, intel
yeah,
a lot, and I used to wake up in the bed, the wrong side, at the foot of the bed with no covers on. I never have done that. A couple times, and bruises and scratches, and my body hurt, and I disoriented when I wake up because I sleep with my dogs, and twice, 2 or 3 times, and since I've lived here in this house for 3 years by myself, I've waken up at the foot of the bed with my head at the foot of the bed, no pillows, no nothing, with no covers on.
yeah,
I still to this day don't know how that happened. And I used to have that dream. I think every so often everybody has that dream that you fall, but you're flying, and you wake up before you hit the ground. Anyway, I've had
yeah,
visions of stuff, and they've always came true. I've seen stuff before it happens, and I never ignore my intuition. My gut feeling is always right, and I've been teaching people to understand and to go with your gut instinct, because if you go, you should. It's going to
mm,
happen. It always
yeah,
happens. It just scares me.
yeah.
If I get a bad feeling, it happens. I mean, I see it
Yeah.
before it happens. You know.
So So you've also have you been physically like did space beings come into your home, or did you have any physical encounters with the space people or ETs?
A couple of that I think one tried several times at my friend's house because
Yeah.
he's a warlock and anyway, I heard a big. This is the story, okay? We were sitting on the porch late at night, and there was no wind or anything, and my truck was parked out, out underneath the trees by the wood area, and we heard this big old crash, like a limb fall or something next to my truck, in the wood path at the edge of the
Yeah.
woods. And he said, "Oh, that's just the dog jumping on the camper lid." No, it
Yeah.
wasn't. I know the difference.
Yeah.
I got king
Yeah.
ears. Well, I was leaving, so he had a flashlight, walked me to my truck, and he had a flashlight, and it shined. I said, I said, no, I didn't see that. Shine it back. Big, green, round eyeballs. They were round. It was about 3.5, 4 foot tall, and it turned its head left real slow, and back looking at me, and then and then it did it again, and it was not a deer because I've googled it. Green round eyes, they're perfectly green, like binocular green. I mean binocular round, and they had a big gap in between. It wasn't glasses, it wasn't anything, and it blinked like slow. Both eyelids blinked, and it
Oh.
wasn't a deer. They're too big. They're big round green eyes. I thought I was seeing shit, and so I got in my truck. It kind of scared me because I don't want to be scared by them. I want to be, because I have cat-like reactions and it won't be good. Don't scare me. I fear nothing. So do not scare me. Come out and go boo. Don't do that. I want to know that
Right.
you're there. I want to know that you're here. Don't scare me. I don't care who
Right.
you are or what you are. Just don't scare me. So. And then the 2 nights after that, he saw it. It was back. So I think it fell for somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So let me ask you a question. Have it sounds like some people are mentioning it, and Red Jen does, a few others, that you might have had Zeta Reticuli uh, encounters with the Zeta, which are low vibrational ETs.
Okay.
They're called Zeta. They have round heads, big eyes. They could be anywhere from 5 feet tall to maybe as high as maybe 6.
It was like short, for like 4,
Yeah.
4.5 feet.
And what did it look like? Did it look like a round head, big eyes?
I just seen. I didn't give it time. He was scared, so he went back because that big crash. It was right there where I heard that big, like a limb fall, and it was heavy. I mean, it shook the.
Yeah.
I felt the ground, and then the next day we went back, and there was like where something, like the grass was like disturbed and the trees were disturbed, the branches and stuff was disturbed. I was looking for footprints and stuff and hair and all that kind of stuff. I was investigating, put it that way. Didn't see any of that or any, nothing. But and then after that is strange because everybody on the internet a while back was explaining seeing the same animal, these real fast black, low to the ground. It's between like an otter, a beaver, and a badger, and it had a flat tail, and it was not. It short hair, but it was like God, little legs, and it hauled ass like an anteater. It just looked like 3 creatures
Yeah.
in one, but it was really, really fast.
Weird.
I mean, really, really fast. I've seen it a couple times.
So do you think that it sounds like you've had experiences here. Do you think you've had any abduction experiences? It sounds like I'm not sure yet, but
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The bed, laying in the bed, like a couple different times, like in a short a period, like within 3 months, like 2 or 3 times. Waking up, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, so all I do is smoke my cigarettes and a gummy every now and again. But the bed, I don't sleepwalk. I never have. And at the other end of the bed, with no covers on. I don't get up at night and no, I don't do any hallucinogenics or whatever to make me, get up and I felt weird. Like I was like combobulated, like Like, how did I get
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah. So we could do a scanning. I'll tell you, the last few nights, people, I'm also multitasking here.
Me
I'm
too.
watching the numbers on the right scan of the right of my TikTok. The last few nights, things are really strange on TikTok. Now it's going up to 848 viewers. Now I don't know if that's real people or whatever, but
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm almost at 1,000 people watching the show now. There could be 1,000 people that TikTok is inviting, and if you're 1,000 people, this is a UFO show called Encounters. If these are real numbers, you're watching now. See, I'm at 1,000 viewers right now. It happened twice tonight. So for the 1,000 people here, if you are interested in the subject of spiritual UFO areas, contactees, visitations, UFO sightings, then stay here if you're real people, because your numbers are going to go down. If you're real people in those numbers and you want to watch something good, stay here. If you're a bot or something, we will get rid of you and I will definitely block you. So beware. If you're a troll, I'm going to take you out of here. We're not going to have that garbage. Yeah, some really weird stuff going on here.
Yeah, there is everywhere.
I thought it was just me, but I've seen this happen on a few other lives I've been watching. But I've seen it on mine the last 2 or 3 nights. This has been happening.
And they're not stopping negative. They're not stopping negative videos in lives either. Like, I mean, really negative, like pedo negative. Yeah.
Well, those things need to be reported.
Well, they are, but they don't stop them.
Yeah. It's
I don't
crazy.
know what's going on with TikTok. I just don't know.
Yeah, and
It's getting creepy. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You don't know who's real or who's fake or who's alive.
Well, at least here we have a control in our show. We're taking them right out. So yeah.
Well, I'm real. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be that TikTok's having some problems technically because it's been happening for a couple of times.
Yes, but who has control of the controller is what the problem is.
And evidently my friend April, her live got disconnected. I don't know if she got disconnected because she went off planet. She might have went off planet. So I'll find out because I know my Friends at Furious 1111. Someone just reported that she's not on right now. She could have went off planet. I don't know what happened. I'll find out.
Yeah, one of the species probably doesn't like us talking about what we're talking about.
Don't worry about that. On my live, no, they don't even get in here. The bad ones. My channel is so high up in frequency. It's I'm very well protected. Oh, she just came back. Okay,
You're always watching.
Yeah, they don't. No, they don't only watch us. My live, we don't have any negative ETs here. We get rid of them. I work with the Ashtar Command, and we can just blast them into outer space.
Well, you should see some of the videos and pictures that I have right out here in my backyard. I'm always taking pictures, and sometimes they scruff them out and they make them blurry, or they take them off of my.
So here's what I like to do. I have a feeling. Where's the other bot? I'll take the bot out. While I'm in here multitasking. Okay, that the Ango is a bot. We're going to take that bot out. Yeah, I can see where they would be a bot.
You got some mods?
I got some mods. Yeah, I want my mods to be very aware of what's happening here. And Marinette, if you see the bots come in, take them out.
Usually can tell because they're negative or they say 1 or 2 words.
Nah, bots are bots. They're just something that TikTok has.
Why do they do that? I just understand.
But I'm going to help you. I want to help you out here. So I have a feeling you've been messed with by negative ETs, but we're going to kick their butts right out of your environment. Okay.
Thank you. And I've also had a neck headache for like a year or 2 now. My neck.
Well, we're gonna do some work on you. We're gonna actually. Let me tell you something. Negative ETs that are affecting you, they are afraid of me. I'm with the Ashtar Command. We're at the highest levels of light. I will kick their butts.
Well, take them out because I was told that I am a higher power of light and I am a clarisentensis, where I can't pronounce it. A clarisentensis or something. That's
so Operation Rest Texans, we're taking out negative low vibe ETs. What I do, if you're new to my show, I am able to remotely work with people and remove implants and also get rid of the negative ETs in their environment. And I do it. So we're going to do something here. I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
and I want you to breathe in. I'm going to narrate this for people that are watching the show. I want you to breathe in and breathe out of your nostril a couple of times. And then when you feel relaxed, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, you're feeling relaxed?
As I can be.
Okay, I'm going to switch my consciousness, folks. I'm still your talk show host, but I'm going into my Ashtar consciousness, into my space consciousness, and I'm going to start amping up heat energy. I start from usually the person's head. So in a few minutes or less than a few minutes, you start feeling some heat energy around your head. I'm going to do some movements here so you'll eventually feel it. And when you start feeling the amp up of energy, a beam of energy into your head, let me know. It'll be a very warm feeling.
Tingle.
Yeah, the tingle, that's fine. I'm going to amp it up a little bit more than just tingling it. I'm going to penetrate the energy into your brain and go down through your head. We're going to start with that area. We're going to scan you. I'm going to scan you to see if you have any implants. And if there are any implants, you'll tell me to stop. You'll say, Commander, stop. And I'll know it's an implant. Because the heat energy, the beam of energy going into her body, will find the implants. And if it does, she's going to feel the energy hitting the implant. So working on your head first. And she might not have any implants, but she might. I think it's called a Star Child. I know a few people are asking me, hang out. We'll see. We do a few sometimes each night. We might do one or two people on our show.
The pain has intensified in my neck.
In your neck?
It intensified.
Okay, so we're probably getting close to an implant. I'm going to go down the neck area. Midnight, we'll see you later.
And my fingers fell asleep. Oh, shit.
Okay. No worry. Just relax. Just relax. So I'm going around the neck area. Tell me when to stop. Wherever the intensity is. I'm scanning it right now.
Oh, God. It's like, stop.
Right there?
Yeah, the right shoulder.
Okay, right there. Do you feel what I'm doing?
Like a knife, like pins,
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
Right there.
Starseed, I see you. Right there? Okay. Mm-hmm. What I'm going to do is keep your eyes closed. Now I'm going to neutralize that area. Totally neutralize it as like a bubble. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take out the implant. That's your first implant. Hopefully not too many of them. Okay. Marinate, watch out for bots. The numbers are going back up again on the screen. I'm now starting to pull the implant out. I'm pulling it out right now. I'm just pulling it out now.
It's making my head hurt.
We're going to take it out.
That was creepy.
I'm going to pull it out. As I pull it out, it'll be less tense. I'm just taking it out here on this side. Almost. This one, I'm almost getting it out. Almost. I'm pulling it out of one side. That's the other side too. I'm going to pull it straight out now. I'm going to dissolve it and separate it so I can pull it out on both sides. It'll be destroyed. Tell me when it feels like it's out. It should be out in a minute.
It's like there's a pull down my left side of my spine in the middle of my back.
Yeah. JRR, what I'm doing is, don't be confused. I'm actually remotely able to remove ET implants. That's what I'm doing with her. I'm removing the implant. I'm going to pull it out.
Make sure you get the root.
I'm going to dissolve the implant that I'm holding here.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot light energy into it, heat energy. It's going to dissolve it automatically. There will be no more. It'll be disappearing. Now I'm going to yank the whole thing out. You're going to feel this for a minute. Labrina, thank you. And here's the main part in the back area. In the back area where that is, I'm pulling that out. Tell me when it's out. Almost.
I just got a cold chill from somewhere in my
Yeah.
a cold breeze.
Yeah. You'll feel a breeze.
Okay.
The implant is out. Everybody feels something different.
Yeah, my toes just got cold.
Yeah. How's your body feeling now? I think I got most of it out. I'm making sure I got it all out.
Well, my limbs are cold. My toes are like freezing. Like,
Okay.
I don't do that all the time.
Right. Let me just do this here. Keep your eyes closed for a minute.
Yes.
Turn your brain off for a second. I'm gonna do a heat energy scan of your body. What I'm doing is I'm clarifying all the energy in your body. And anything that shouldn't be there is being dissolved and actually taken out. I'm just going straight down through every cellular structure to the bottom of where the foot area is, where your legs are. I'm going to go scanning one time up, and everything's going to be cleared. Anything that was done by negative ETs is being taken out and destroyed. Okay, tell me how you feel now.
I feel nauseous.
You feel nauseous?
Yeah. In the middle of my stomach.
Okay, let me just work on light energy on the stomach area.
And shaky. Like, I had too much caffeine. I haven't drank it. Like,
okay, I'm going to send some more heat energy into the stomach area. We're going to do some healing of the body. Good evening, River. Everybody, welcome to the show. What I'm doing right now is scanning to make sure she has no implants on Pinky, within Pinky. And this is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. Okay, so the heat energy that here's another bot here, Helmet. We're having a lot of bots here coming through tonight. I just took that bot out. You should start feeling a little bit calmer.
Yes.
Blessed Mom, yes. Yeah, if any of the bots come in, everybody report the bots. I've been blocking them. How do you feel?
Just tingly.
Okay, that's much better. Has the nauseous feeling gone away?
Most part, yes.
Good. Yeah. I'm healing the energy. I'm healing the body. And also, I'm going to shoot energy into your whole house. So what I'm going to do now, is shoot energy into your house. Excuse me. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. Okay, I want you to relax. Take a deep breath. Oh.
Thank you.
And thank you for the heart me. I think it's Mensch. MECH. Thank you for your gift to the show. Okay, we're going to do this here. I want you to say these words.
Yes.
I am a cosmic, Christed being of light. I am free. I am totally free. And I'm totally in my light. I will never be invaded by negative ET energies ever again. And I'm going to put energy around your house. I'm amping energies, beams of energy that are separating from me. They're going to scan all your rooms, clarify all the energy from the bottom of your bed to the top of your bed. Everything is going to be scanned and cleared.
Awesome.
And tonight when you go to sleep, you'll be able to sleep peacefully. You'll never see the images of all these different types of low vibe ETs. And also on your property, I'm putting a protection around your property, a shield of energy, and I'm also going to put a shield around you. So as you close your eyes, I want to put a shield, like a bodysuit, I call it. It will protect you always. So as you close your eyes, you will feel this energy coming around you, like a heat source of energy, like coming on through you. Tell me when you feel it.
See, I get goosebumps.
Yeah, the goosebumps are fine.
Okay.
If that's how you feel it. I'm putting this shield around your whole body right now. It'll take me 2 seconds. Almost like a nanosecond.
This is weird.
I'm just making sure it's completely all over your body so you're protected.
There's something crawling in my wall. I've never heard that before.
There's something crawling in your wall?
Yes, up there on the roof just now. I'd never heard that before.
Okay, let me do some energy work.
That's weird.
I'm gonna shoot a beam of energy up on the roof.
Why now?
Okay, let me see here. If it is an ET type being, we're going to force it to leave. It could be an animal too.
Well, why does it have to do it now? It's weird.
I don't know, but I'm going to make, just to make sure you're safe, I'm shooting a beam of energy up to your roof area.
Thank you.
And and we will make sure it's forced out. Whatever that is out there, you're going to leave.
Here,
Put her
Teddy.
alone. I'm shooting energy right up to that area. It should disappear in a minute. It should disappear and leave.
I don't hear it.
I'm putting a shield of light beam energy. It's going to go up from the bottom of your surface of your property. I'm lifting an energy light beam. So whatever on the roof will have to leave and never come back. Leave and never come back.
I'm prepared.
Leave and never come back.
Never come back.
Never come back. As a matter of fact, I want you to say this right now. I am a Christed being of light.
I'm a Christed being of light.
What is ever on my roof is to leave and never come back.
It's to leave and never come back.
You're not allowed here. You're to leave right now.
You're not allowed here? And you need to leave right now?
Because I am operating in the frequencies of Christ consciousness.
Frequency of Christ consciousness.
Yeah. As you hold that light yourself, I'm talking to you now. You, as long as you project that energy, there's not one negative low vibe ET that can come near you, ever.
Okay. Thank you, Commander.
All right.
Thank you, Commander.
All right. Let me know. Keep in touch. Let me know what happens. Okay.
Oh, of course. I watch you all the time.
There you go. Well, I'm glad you came up here and let me help you.
I appreciate
thank
you
you
so much. I feel a little better.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you,
All right,
Commander.
Pinky. Thank you.
Thank you, honey.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate
And I'll bring Pinky down. I can't believe it's already 1:15. This has been a crazy night. The commander, and thank God, one of my moderators, I've taken out every single bot that came in here. As soon as I saw them, I took them out. We work pretty quick here. We got those bots blocked like right and left. Tonight has been crazy all over TikTok. I've heard people having problems all over the place with these. I don't know what's going on. But you know what? We got all the bots out of there. Casey, we can bring you up now. But you have to change your setting, Casey. You have it on private. If you change it to public, we can do it tomorrow night or tonight. Let me see here. 3 times tonight. Things have been so weird. I went up to 1,000 people watching the show at 3 different times during the evening. It's been crazy tonight. I've had to multitask, get rid of bots, look at the numbers going crazy. It's nuts. We had bots on. You're not a bot, but we did have bots on tonight. A bunch of them. We had to take them out. But we're pretty quick to the button here if we need to be. And my moderators are pretty good, so. And look at the numbers. It's going back up again. 697. What's going to happen now? It's going over almost 800. Look at the numbers on the right. 800, yep. 801. It's going up to 900 almost. It's going to hit 900. I bet you it's going to go to 1,000. No, maybe not. They're going down or up? It's going up. It's hitting. Yeah, it's going up. I will gather to bet it will go up to 1,000. This is crazy. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's a bot. Peggy, that's a bot. Don't. Hopefully this bot thing will pass. I don't know how. TikTok's got to get real strong on the bots and get rid of them. Thank you for the gifts. So I'm hoping this whole thing with the numbers going up and down stops, because it doesn't tell me really the truth of who's watching. When it stops and it gets to its lowest point, yeah, just ignore it. Blessed Mom, thank you for the gifts. And we want to thank her. It's almost about 1:30. It's 1:18. And we're going to decline this person. And then we have these things that pop up, like from all over, like Middle East or something, or wherever they are. But yeah, it's crazy, Roz. Yeah. You know, it's crazy stuff happening. You know, I know we're going through planetary shifts, but this is nuts. Everything's getting shaken up here. I would love your help, Commander. Let's see. Melody Lynn, I'll bring you up. If you want to come on the screen, that would be great, Melody. I'll bring you up here. I think you'll be our last guest for this evening. Having multitask, I got my apple cider going here. Ah, yes, indeed. Melody, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you with us. It's been a crazy night all over the place. But so tell us, where are you at? And tell us a little bit of background about your story that you need help with.
I'm close to Nashville, Tennessee, and I had a back fusion that failed, and I have neuropathy up to my knees, diabetes. My diabetes are under control, but my back and my legs, they're just killing me. I'm having to take medications, and they're helping a little bit, but I want to get off the medication, you know.
Yeah, and I want to say, I drink apple cider because, I mean, I love apple cider. I live in New England, and I just happen to love apple cider. Just to answer that person's question. So I'm not
cider with a mother.
Just straight apple cider. So I don't do any like work on physical problems. I basically have been given the ability to take out ET implants, and I'm kind of shied away from that kind of stuff because I don't think that's the purpose of what I've been given the gift to do.
Well, I had back fusion.
Back fusion.
I've got rods and screws in my back.
Yeah, that's an earth-based thing. So if, let's say you had like a physical implant by ETs, that I have been given the ability to take out the implants.
Okay.
But things like that, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm not going to try to do anything, only because that's not something I'm able to do.
Okay.
And I don't know that I am able to do it, but I don't know. I have to wait till I hear from my space family to ask them what I'm able to do with what I'm doing. You know.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
I'd love to help you, but I just don't think at this point I'm holding off on that stuff until I know by my father what I'm able to do. Okay,
I appreciate you because I've tried everything else and I don't want another back surgery.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I just really think as I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking as you're talking to me, I'm going to hold off on this until I have further understanding.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And I appreciate you.
We appreciate you too. All right.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. We're going to bring her down. Yeah, I need to get more clarification from my father on the ship. I don't think that's something I'm supposed to be doing or that I can do. I'm not really sure. It's getting up to about 1:30. It's been a crazy night. It's been a good night. We've had to do a lot of work here, multitask with the bots coming in here. We had a lot of work to do. And so I think we're going to call it a night. And tomorrow night we'll be on at 11. Yeah, Cassie, we'll have you on tomorrow night for sure. And we appreciate everybody here. We love you all. Thank you for the gifts. We appreciate you, all the people out here, all the new people, all the old people. And watch another Encounter show tomorrow night. This show will be on my YouTube channel, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. I feel pretty good. I'm actually wide awake, but I need to, after I do multitasking, I'm just a little bit tired. Not too much. You know, it's just been a really crazy night. I think a lot of TikTok people that are alive are having the same problems. Red Jen, everybody have a good night. We'll see you later. And rest well, everybody. Be well. This is Encounters, a show that's out of this world.